I've been waiting for this moment where the distance between us feels like nothing more than a memory, and soon we'll be in the same space, sharing everything we've been longing for. The space between us has only made my feelings grow stronger, and as I prepare to close this distance, my heart races with excitement, knowing soon we'll be together. Every second apart has only made the anticipation sweeter, and now, with every passing moment, I'm getting closer to the feeling of being home with you. There's a special kind of magic that happens when two souls who have been far apart finally find their way back to each other. This is that moment for us. The distance between us hasn't been easy, but it has given me time to realize just how much I've been waiting for this connection to turn into something real and tangible. Soon, the miles that separated us will be nothing but a whisper in the wind, and all that will remain is the warmth of our shared moments. I've thought about this moment so many times, the day when the distance will disappear and we can finally stand side by side, heart to heart. Every day I've spent apart from you has been a reminder of how much I value you, and soon I won't have to imagine what it feels like to have you near. The anticipation is building, the excitement is overwhelming, and I can't wait to finally close this gap that has kept us at a distance for so long. As I prepare to close the distance, it feels like everything I've ever wanted is just a heartbeat away, and the thought of finally being with you fills me with joy. The waiting has been difficult, but it has made me realize how precious and meaningful this connection truly is. I'm ready to make the leap and close the distance between us. There's a beauty in waiting for the right moment to close the distance, to bridge the gap between two hearts that have only grown fonder with time. The thought of finally closing this distance brings a sense of peace that I didn't know I needed. Soon we'll be together and nothing else will matter. In the quiet moments of reflection, I realize just how much this distance has taught me about patience, longing, and the strength of my feelings for you. Soon, the distance between us will feel like a story from the past, and all that will remain is the connection we've built and the future we're about to create. The waiting is almost over, and I can already feel your presence beside me, even if it's not yet here. Soon, I'll have the joy of sharing my world with you. With each passing day, the space between us seems to shrink, and my heart beats faster with the thought of finally closing the distance that has kept us apart. It feels like a dream that one day soon, the distance between us will no longer exist, and I'll finally get to hold you close, to feel your presence in every moment. I've spent so long imagining what it would be like to be near you, and soon that fantasy will become a reality. I'm ready to close the distance and embrace our future. The time apart has only made me appreciate you more, and now that I am preparing to close the gap between us, my heart is full of excitement and hope. I can feel the excitement in the air as I get ready to close the distance between us, knowing that soon we'll share every moment together, not just in thought, but in reality. The space between us has been a journey of growth, but now I'm finally ready to close that gap and welcome you into the life I've been preparing for us. I can't help but feel a rush of emotion as I prepare to close the distance between us. The thought of finally having you near brings an overwhelming sense of peace and joy. Every day that passes brings me one step closer to you, and I can't wait to experience life with you by my side, where distance will be nothing but a memory. The waiting has only made my heart grow fonder, and as I close the distance, I know that this is the beginning of something beautiful we've both been yearning for. With every thought of you, the distance between us grows smaller, and soon I'll be able to hold you close and tell you everything I've been feeling. The gap between us has been a test of patience and longing, but now that I'm getting ready to close it, I feel like all the pieces of my heart are finally coming together. Closing the distance between us means more than just being physically together. It means the merging of hearts, souls, and dreams that have been waiting for this moment. Every moment apart has only strengthened my feelings for you, and now that I'm ready to close the distance, I can't wait to show you just how much you mean to me. The distance between us may have seemed endless at times, but the thought of closing that gap fills me with a sense of joy and anticipation I can't quite describe. I've imagined this moment over and over, when I'll finally be close enough to touch you, to share the space between us in ways we've only dreamed of. Soon, the miles that separated us will fade into the background, and I'll be able to experience life with you, side by side, heart in heart. Every moment we've spent apart has led me to this, getting ready to close the distance between us and finally make our dreams of togetherness a reality. I can feel the shift happening as I prepare to close the distance. The thought of finally being in the same place as you fills me with anticipation and love. The time has come to close the space between us, and I can feel my heart racing with excitement, knowing that soon I'll have everything I've been waiting for. The thought of bridging the distance between us makes everything feel more real, like the future I've dreamed of is finally within reach. Closing the distance is not just about being together physically, but about embracing the love and connection that has grown stronger with every moment apart. The distance has been a teacher in patience, but now it's time to close that chapter and begin the new story of our togetherness. As I prepare to close the gap between us, I'm overwhelmed by the thought that soon we'll be able to share every moment together, creating memories that last a lifetime. There's an excitement in the air as I prepare to close the distance, knowing that soon we'll be able to hold each other close and never let go. I've spent so long imagining what it would feel like to close the distance between us, and now that it's becoming a reality, my heart is overflowing with joy. The thought of finally being together, where distance no longer separates us, fills me with an overwhelming sense of peace, happiness, and belonging. Closing the distance is not just about being physically close, but about merging our lives, dreams, and hearts in a way that makes every second worth the wait. Soon, all the thoughts and feelings that have been held across the distance will merge into a reality, and I'll be able to share every part of myself with you. As I close the distance, I feel like I'm finally coming home, to the place where my heart truly belongs, with you by my side. The distance has only made me more certain of how much I want to be with you, and now that I am ready to close the gap, I can't wait to experience the future we've both dreamed of. The time apart has been a challenge, but it has also given me the strength to appreciate just how much I need you in my life, and I'm ready to close the distance. The anticipation is almost unbearable, but I know that soon the distance between us will no longer exist, and we will finally be in each other's arms. Every day that we've been apart has only made my desire to close the distance stronger, and I'm finally ready to take that leap and be with you. The thought of closing the distance feels like a dream coming true, and soon I'll be able to look into your eyes and know that we're together, no point separation. As I prepare to close the distance, I realize how much I've grown, how much we've grown, and how much more beautiful our connection will be when we're no closer apart. Every heartbeat brings me closer to you, and soon the distance will no longer matter. All that will remain is our love and everything we've built together.